Welcome once again to another Medical Manna Minute. And again, I hope you are using these little tidbits that we're giving you because they can really have a big impact on your life. Today we're going to talk about something that's become very popular in this country. Sleep is a time, we've already talked about this, sleep is a time when our brain discharges all the negative energies that we built up throughout the day, especially during deep REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. Then when we're awake, psychologists and psychiatrists tell us that we have an average of 50 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those are negative. Now, I don't think that's true of children of God. I think it's easier for us to keep a more positive attitude. But on the average, when you think about it, a lot of stuff that goes through your mind in a day is very, very negative. Kind of a maddening cycle. You go to sleep and you discharge it, and then you wake up and you think about, all these negative things. But there is an in-between, and it's called meditation. Now, we're not talking about the empty your brain Eastern meditation. In fact, there's a story in Matthew 12, starting at verse 43. It says, when an evil spirit leaves and he's out wandering around and he finds he's not getting any rest, he decides he's going to come back home. And when he comes back home, he finds the home clean and swept, and he comes and brings 7 other demons with him. When you empty your mind completely, it is fertile ground for the devil to put whatever he wants to in there. Even though it's maybe seem positive, it may seem to be helping you. There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end is destruction. And that's all the devil cares. He doesn't care if he heals you now and makes you feel happy, as long as in the end he can destroy you. So prayer is talking to God, but true meditation is listening to God. Now, the Webster Dictionary, I have a very old Webster Dictionary. It said meditation means to consider thoughtfully, contemplate deeply, deep thought of a serious nature, especially religious or a spiritual theme. Now, all throughout the Psalms, you look up the word meditate, you'll see it dozens of times in Psalms. Psalms 1:2 says, meditate on God's word, meditate on his law. Meditation is now prescribed by doctors. It reduces stress, eases anxiety and depression, improves brain health. It causes better memory, improves sleep, lower blood pressure, lowers inflammatory levels, which would make you less sick in the long run. And it can ease pain. Webster says, concentrate, think deeply on something. So imagine if you take meditation and put it in a godly context, and you're putting your mind in contact with the mind of God. Psalms 119, starting with verse 15 through 18 says, I will meditate on thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. That sounds like a wonderful meditative experience. So meditating in the proper context of actually concentrating on God's word can actually make you smarter, which is something we all want. So meditate on God's word. Get a good concordance. Look up the words and rewrite it in your own language. And you'll find that it's a lot of treasure buried deep in these texts.